Goats and some Chicks Homestead. I'm Heather. Today I just wanted to do a quick little video on how to make some anti-itch cream. I ended up, as a lot of you know, that I've been working on a goat pen out back, and it ended up having a lot of poison in it, and lo and behold, I got into it. It takes a little while for it to show up on me. It's been about a week and a half now, and it just started showing up. Usually it lasts me about 2 weeks. I still put stuff on it to keep the itch down. I ended up getting it on my hands this time, and I think I might be getting it on my face because of course I keep rubbing my face. So I'm going to make this itch cream, and I thought I'd take you along and let you see how I make it. And I'll leave a recipe down in the description box if you're interested in making it for yourself. So if we're going to just get started, I'll show you the ingredients that I'm using, and I'll show you the container I'm using to put it in, and I'll also leave links for those things in the description below in case you're interested in just looking at them to see what there is. I'm just going to be using this container. It's a amber glass container. I'm going to be using this Redmond clay. I use this, the reason it's such a big container is because I use this for a lot of different things. So, but today we're going to be putting in this itch cream. We're going to be using witch hazel. We're going to be using shea butter, coconut oil, tea tree oil, lavender oil, peppermint oil, calendula oil. I'd rather make it with the calendula, but next year I'll be able to do that. Thanks to a wonderful friend, Andrea. She gave me some seeds for that, so next year hopefully I'll be able to make my own calendula. So these are things that I'm hoping to be able to start doing for myself. But back to our ingredients. This container here, I recycle, so this container here has baking soda. This is another recycle container that just has some beeswax in it. Okay, so those are the ingredients that we're going to be using, and I've got a cup of coffee just to kind of sip on while I'm waiting on things to melt. So let's get to it. We're going to turn on our stove. I'm just going to turn it on a medium heat, and I'm going to set you up. Okay, so this is our double boiler. It's just an old I have a 1 cup glass measuring cup that I set down in the water. This one I use for all my melting needs, and I just clean it up and reuse it. So we're going to need our tablespoon. I reuse this. We're going to 2 tablespoons of the shea butter. I have a big chunk of shea butter somewhere. This is just a small job. I think we're going to have just enough in this cup to kind of finish off our job. Just enough. I could probably get that last little bit in there because we don't want to waste. Yeah, see? There's just a little bit left in there. Okay. Alright. So we've got the shea butter, and we're going to do half of a tablespoon of the coconut oil. Oops, let's turn our double boiler down a smidge. It's going too high. Even though it'll melt quicker. Alright, so we have our coconut oil. And then we're going to use our calendula oil. It's going to be a half a tablespoon as well. I would have really liked to use all coconut oil because this has olive oil in it. But, you know, what do you do when you don't have certain things yet? So, but next year. And then we're going to do just a couple of pellets. Not even that much. Just to kind of give it a texture. Just a couple of pellets. Just to give it some firmness. Help it firm up. And then we're going to let that just kind of melt. Just kind of melt. It's already starting. So that'll take a minute. Let me turn it back up a smidge. And while I'm waiting, we'll go ahead and get our container open. And the next ingredient is going to be your baking powder. And it is going to be, baking soda. And it's 1.5. We're going to put this in a container while we wait on that to melt. So it's 1.5 tablespoons of baking soda. And then the same for the clay. It's getting there. I think the beeswax takes the longest. The pellets take less time than the chunks, but little spoiler, Dave and I are going to hopefully soon be getting us, well, in the near future, not soon, but in the near future we'll be getting our own beehive. So hopefully that'll work out and we'll be able to do that. So we're going to just mix this up. Just kind of mix it together and we'll put it in there while it's hot. But we got to wait on that beeswax to melt, and looks like it's going to take a minute. So if it takes too long, I'll pause you and come back. don't look like it's going to take too long. So we'll see. We're getting there. I'm going to add this to help everything kind of mix good, and then we'll add the other things to it. Here. It's all dissolved. So, put this in. And then we'll just stir that. Stir it and kind of mix it in good. I'm leaving it on the heat so it doesn't cool down too much while I'm mixing all that in. Okay. It's gray. It's gray. It didn't turn out too bad with the olive oil. I'm not big with the olive oil, but that's okay. So that's mixed in really well. I don't see any lumps or anything, so we'll turn the heat off now. And then we will add our witch hazel, which is a teaspoon. Nose. Teaspoon. Add that. And then we'll do 10 drops of peppermint. Five drops of lavender. And I do use a lot of tea tree around here. And 5 drops of tea tree oil or melaleuca oil. And that's all it is to it. Just mix it really well. And then we're going to pour it in. There's a little bit extra in here. I will use that as soon as it cools down enough on my hands. So it won't go to waste. But that one recipe, I can't remember what the size of the jar is. I think it's a 4-ounce jar. Filled this 4-ounce jar. It's a gray cream, but it smells medicinal. It smells nice. But we shall put that, let it cool off, and that's that. So I hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope that it was the cream helps you guys out. If you have any comments about the cream, please, feel free to comment below. If you make it, let me know that you made it. Let me know how it worked for you. I'm going to get busy letting it cool off so I can put it on my hands and get that itch to stop. It's driving me crazy. So I hope you all have a great day, and until next time.